Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be drawing another whimsical little lad. Why? I don't know. But this one is gonna be a frog. I don't know how to draw frogs, and he's gonna look like an actual frog. So yeah, we're gonna get started with a big ol' fat body for the frog. Just has a fat frog body. Go ahead and give it an arm there. Pretend like that's there. And then go ahead and give it a hind leg right there with its webbed toes wrapping right there. Probably gonna need to be more underneath it like that, but whatever. I do not know what I am doing today. I am going to just sort of sketch like how I was doing figure drawings, except with a frog, and try to see if I can make a frog shape out of it. I do not know if I will be successful in the frogifying of this drawing, but that's also kind of why I did it. I could not find something to draw today, and then I saw the magical, whimsical, I forgot my eraser. I saw the magical, whimsical froggy right here, and I was like, I must turn him into a whimsical little lad. That was it. Couldn't find an anime character to draw, so I draw a whimsical little lad. That's how it works. That's just what I'm going to do from now on. If it takes too long to find someone to draw, I shall draw a whimsical little lad. I would have a whole plethora of whimsical little lads. And you must say it as whimsical, full of whimsy. Why? It's funnier. And everyone knows funnier is better. Let's try to get this Froggo face-a-rooney correctly. Beautiful, loving it, great. I'm loving it, it's looking swell. Awesome sausomeness. I'm gonna go like that, and then go like that. Because, you know, Froggo has a nose. Froggo's nose isn't very prominent, is it? We better try to make it a little more prominent. There's his eyeball right here. His eyes filled in. Both of them. Then. Alright. Yep, that's perfectly normal and whimsy. His face isn't long enough, but I don't care. He's whimsical. You don't know, maybe he transformed like this when he became a frog of whimsy and magic. Should I give Mr. Froggo a backstory like I gave Mr. Mouse, who still does not have a name? How are we gonna put the Froggo hat or the wizard hat on him? Let's go ahead and wizard time. Wizard time. He's a wizard and his hat's bigger than he is. He's a wizard frog, full of whimsy and magicalness. Whimsical little man. Whimsy. I just like saying the word whimsy, if you can't tell. I'm gonna say it as many times as I possibly can in this video. Depending on how long this video is, I'll go through it and put a whimsy counter on the screen. If it's more than 10 minutes, I'm not doing that though. So if this video is more than 10 minutes, you'll know. I mean, you'll have already known because of the first whimsy we'll have a counter. Whimsy.
We must give him a proper hat. Everyone knows a proper witch hat has to be either small or incredibly large. And it's incredibly large for him because he is a small little guy. A small little whimsical guy.
Beautiful. I don't really like it that much, but I also don't care. Because who needs a good hat? Anyways, the frog will be full of whimsy. The hat's like 50% of the drawing. It needs to at least look okay. Gotta drop the weird way of talking to say that one.
We must give him more whimsy. How do we give this man more whimsy? We probably should, draw his body. So he's not just a lump of nothing. We shall give him a whimsical body.
I don't really know how we're gonna give him a whimsical body. I just wanted to say whimsical again. Well, if I had a whimsical counter, I'm gonna have to also add a sound effect every time I say whimsical or whimsy, because they're both the same. They both count. Whimsy and whimsical, both the same word. Close enough. This frog looks like it has got human toes. Is that a... Oh, this is a real frog, too. I thought that was a toy. This is a real frog. Wow. This frog is full of whimsy. Do you think the real frog has any magic and whimsy in his life? Probably not. Alright. That's good enough. Why? I don't fucking know. Because it fucking says so.
Onto the hind leg, because that's his hind, and we need to draw his hind, because I said so. Righty. I have no idea. I really should have at least tried to draw a frog beforehand. Beforehand any other time in my life, so I'd have at least some experience. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's okay though, because I never freaking do. I was actually planning on making today's video in VR. That was the original plan for today's video, was to draw in VR. But then my freaking VR, my controllers died before I could do anything, and I was like, well, shit, I don't feel like getting batteries, so I scrapped that idea. I'll do it some other day. Now his mouth is open. That wasn't intended. Let's go ahead and just do what was intended and lower the mouth. Beautiful. A frog full of whimsy and whimsiness. Look at his beautiful face. You can't tell me this man isn't beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, what now? What do we do now? Draw it, make it better? How do we make it better? How do we make it better? Skip straight to the tiny linies. Why skip straight to the tiny linies, you may ask?
How the fuck would I know? I don't need all of them. I don't know why I did that.
Where's the row? We need the quick row. Where's the row of all that I grab usually? Yeah, right there. Give him. Is that all of them? Oh, sweet, that's all of them except for one. How long is this? This has only been 10 minutes. I could time-lapse this now, and then I could add the whimsy counter. Or I could not time-lapse this and not add the whimsy counter. Or because I am purposefully choosing to not time-lapse this part, I will still add the whimsy counter. You obviously can tell that I already added the whimsy counter. Because of the whimsical words. I would type whimsy in a stupid way, but that would require me to find a stupid way to type it. I probably won't have a stupid way to type a whimsy in the video, but whatever, that doesn't matter. Whimsy. I'm gonna put 2 sparkles around each whimsy. And the little stupid ding that you hear in videos whenever a counter goes up. That's also gonna be there. Counting the whimsies. Alright. Beautiful. Look at his whimsical eyes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at those whimsical eyes, full of whimsy and wonder. He's so curious about the magical world. You can see it in the glimmer in his eyes. He's so curious. Is there even a glimmer in his eyes? I have no idea. If there is, it's not because it was intentional. It's because I don't know how to draw. Whimsical. Quite whimsical. My screen shut off. Whimsy. Quite whimsy. What whimsical man. What an amazingly whimsical man. Except for he's not a man, and if you kiss him, he will not turn into a princess. Or a prince, I don't know. He is but humble frog. Frog with no backstory. He's just whimsy. He is friends with Mr. Whimsical Mouse. Why are they friends? I don't know, because they're both whimsy magical creatures. Depending on how many whimsy magical creatures I draw, that witch that I said takes care of the mouse, she might just take care of all the whimsical magical creatures. She might just take care of all of them. She shall also be full of whimsy. And I'll design her too if I actually end up drawing enough whimsy characters. But at the moment I don't have enough whimsical characters. Right now there's only 2. This little whimsical frog and the mouse. I forgot what it was. The little mouse full of whimsy and magicalness with his little shtick, his sucker shtick of amazingness. Whimsy. Whimsical. This counter is gonna be like so insanely high. I also think I've been doing that little stupid voice for pretty much the entire video. What a whimsical hat this is. It's whimsy. Whimsical.
Whimsical. We need to give him a little rind though, because of, how hats work and shit. It's beginning to be difficult to keep up this voice. It doesn't want to stay. It's hard to talk nonstop in a voice that I don't do often. Whimsical. I didn't mean to, but I accidentally elevated his hat off of his body just a little tittle tattle bit. But I won't tell anyone as long as you won't. That's part of his whimsical charm. Is that fat? That his hat does not go on his head. What a whimsical little man. I've been putting off drawing that leg because I really don't want to. I need to give him a foot on this side too, by the way. I did not sketch one out beforehand, so it's just gonna look like that. Whimsical. God, what am I doing? Whimsy. I can just hear someone getting beat up in the other room on whatever they're watching, and I'm just in here yelling, whimsy, like every 2 seconds. I could definitely just rewatch this video and, pretty much just add whimsy every, 2 seconds. Whimsical. 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 What a whimsical little lad he is. Full of whimsy and ladness. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause he is whimsical, and that's all that matters. Is that he is the whimsy one. Along with the other whimsy ones that shall be joining him soon, 'cause I'm sure I will run out of things to draw again. 'Cause I never know what to draw. But now I have something to draw. Little whimsical little lads. Right. I didn't mean to say that not in the weird voice. Whimsy. Whimsical. Do we add little stars or little polka dots to his hat to distinct him from the mouse? Even though, he's a fucking frog, so he's different from a mouse. But he doesn't have a little staff or anything like the frog does, like the mouse does. I think we must give him little stars. So we shall grab Mr. Cheddar, number 3, as you can see by his dashes. And we shall draw little whimsical stars. Little whimsical stars. I think that's the best star I've ever drawn, not doing that one method to draw a star. You know, that method that is objectively so much better. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I can't say that in that voice. But he is still a whimsical little lad. He is going to have stars all over his little fucking thing. I don't know. What is this, a hat? Yeah. He's going to have stars all over his hat. Stars full of whimsy. Whimsical little stars. What stars full of whimsy. Yep, whimsical.
whimsical, whimsical, creamsicle. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, I just wanted to. Whimsical. And oh, we gotta give him a little star at the end of his hat. That's why you are just fucking perfect idea, Weston. Great fucking idea. Gonna be a star full of whimsy. Gotta remember how these stars work so I know what I'm doing. Whimsical. Alright, didn't realize I left that open. Doesn't matter though, because now we shall draw these stars of whimsy. We shall start with this star. We're not gonna fill the stars in the center. This one's gonna be filled in. I just wanted to see if I could draw that one without filling it in. Whimsical. Alright, I think that's good. This part's not sharp. You can probably see my head right now. Whimsy. Alright, let's go ahead and add the whimsical little stars to his hat. He shall be full of whimsy. Whimsy and wonder. What a whimsical little lad he shall be. His whimsy shall be complete with these stars. He will have reached maximum whimsy. You know, if someone really hates, like, me screaming, they're gonna hate this video. And it's gonna be great. If this video somehow ends up being my most viewed video, I'll do a backflip. Yeah, don't think that's a promise, because I don't know how to do a backflip. So, like, I can't promise that. You know what? Yeah, I can, because this won't. Because I don't check my statistics. Look at the whimsical little lad. These stars are filled in lightly with pencil, so I want to fill these ones lightly in with pencil too. I could shade them in with the little lines, but I'm lazy and I picked up the pencil. Done. I colored the hat in, or I did the hat, right, with the tiny liney. That's not eraser, right? Yeah, okay. Whimsical. He's done. Admire his whimsy. Alright, there. There's the total whimsy counter. Alright, now enjoy the whimsical time lapse.